We all know that we are capable of more than what we've accomplished so far. Deep down, we feel it, the burning desire to be the best version of ourselves, to rise to our potential. But something holds us back. We look for shortcuts, for motivation, for quick hacks to push us forward. We scroll through social media, find inspiration in quotes, and try to gather every bit of wisdom that could change our lives. Yet, at the end of the day, we still feel like we're living beneath our potential. But what if I told you that the path to true strength, both mental and physical, doesn't come from temporary motivation or flashy techniques? What if I told you that the secret to unlocking your full potential is something that has been known for centuries? It's a timeless lesson from a warrior who lived more than 400 years ago, Musashi, the greatest swordsman in history. Musashi's life and philosophy can show you how to merge your mind and body, creating a true version of yourself that is unshakable, unstoppable, and incredibly powerful. If you're ready to become the strongest version of yourself, physically, mentally, and emotionally, then it's time to stop looking for shortcuts. Instead, follow Musashi's path, where strength is built with discipline, focus, and the relentless pursuit of mastery. Take action today. Commit to the process. The warrior's way isn't easy, but it is transformative. Musashi's wisdom. The warrior's path to strength. Miyamoto Musashi didn't just conquer enemies on the battlefield. He conquered himself. His life wasn't just about swordsmanship, but about cultivating the strength of mind and body to face any challenge. Musashi famously said, "The way is in training." That's it. The secret isn't in waiting for the right moment or feeling motivated. The secret is in constant, unrelenting practice, even when you don't feel like it. Musashi's approach to strength was simple but incredibly profound. Train your body as hard as your mind. Musashi was both a warrior and a philosopher. He didn't just spend hours in combat, refining his sword techniques. He also studied calligraphy, poetry, and the arts. He understood something we've long forgotten. True power comes from integrating your mind and body. In today's world, we often see intelligence and physical strength as two separate things, but Musashi knew better. He combined them to create a powerful whole. The strength that comes from both mind and body is the foundation for a life of mastery. The modern disconnect, body versus mind. In our modern world, we've been taught to separate the two. Society praises the intellect, places value on mental prowess, and pushes us to pursue knowledge at all costs. Meanwhile, physical strength is often viewed as secondary, something for athletes or people who lack real intellect. We've been conditioned to believe that physical exertion is a waste of time for the mind, when in fact, they are symbiotic. This disconnect weakens us. It creates a divide within us that holds us back from reaching our true potential. This misconception is not new. Musashi himself rejected this separation. He trained his mind and his body equally because he understood that true power lies in the union of the two. He knew that if he only trained his body or only honed his mind, he would be incomplete. It was only through training both that he became the force he was, unstoppable, unyielding, and fully capable of facing any challenge. The secret to unlocking your true power. Imagine for a moment that you are training both your mind and your body, just as Musashi did. Imagine you are no longer bound by self-doubt or fear. You are operating at 100% of your potential, with the clarity, discipline, and strength of someone who has committed to their craft. Your body is strong, but more importantly, it is in sync with your mind, and your mind is sharp, clear, and unwavering. This is the path that Musashi took, and it's the path that can lead you to your highest self. The first step in this transformation is discipline. Without discipline, you cannot reach your highest potential. Discipline isn't about being rigid or punishing yourself for mistakes. It's about creating the structure that allows you to focus on your goals and stay committed to them, no matter what. Musashi's commitment to training, day in, day out, was not motivated by external rewards. It was driven by the internal need for mastery. It was about becoming the best version of himself, not for accolades or recognition, but for his own self-respect. How do you develop this discipline? Start small. Take the first step today. Set one small goal and commit to it. Whether it's waking up earlier, reading for 30 minutes a day, or going for a walk every morning, start with something that is doable and then build on it. Musashi didn't become great overnight. It took years of consistent effort, but he remained unwavering in his commitment. He didn't wait for the right time to train. He did it. Every single day, no matter what. Mastering presence of mind. Another core lesson from Musashi's philosophy is the importance of presence of mind. When you face a challenge, This is a skill that can be learned, and it is absolutely essential for anyone who wants to become the strongest version of themselves. When your mind is calm and clear, you can focus better, think more clearly, and make better decisions. But achieving this level of presence of mind isn't something that happens automatically. It requires daily practice, just like any other skill. You can start today by incorporating moments of stillness into your life. Whether it's through meditation, mindful breathing, or simply sitting quietly for a few minutes, these moments of presence will sharpen your mind, help you manage stress, and improve your focus. Just as Musashi trained his mind through various intellectual pursuits, you can train yours through mindful practices. Action, not just words. Musashi's philosophy is not just about thinking, it's about doing. It's about taking action, even when it feels uncomfortable, even when you feel fear. Musashi didn't wait for the perfect moment to take action. He acted regardless of how he felt, because he knew that courage doesn't come before action. It comes after. So let's take a moment here. What is the one thing you've been avoiding? That one project, that difficult conversation, that scary step forward. What's holding you back from taking action? Commitment to continuous growth. Finally, Musashi understood that growth is an ongoing journey. He didn't rest on his laurels. Even after winning battle after battle, he continued to train, continued to learn, and continued to improve. His life wasn't about perfection. It was about progress. And that's the key to becoming the strongest version of yourself. It's not about achieving perfection. It's about the relentless pursuit of improvement. Commit to lifelong learning and growth. Don't ever let yourself become complacent, because once you stop growing, you stop living. Whether it's learning a new skill, improving your health, or deepening your relationships, always seek ways to improve. The path to your highest self. Becoming the strongest version of yourself requires commitment, discipline, and a willingness to step out of your comfort zone. Just like Musashi, you can combine mental and physical strength to create an unstoppable force. Now is the time to take action, to stop making excuses and to start training your mind and body, just like Musashi did. What can you do today to take the first step towards your transformation? Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for the right moment. The time is now. If you're ready to start your journey and unlock your full potential, commit to taking action today. Leave a comment below telling me how you will begin. If you enjoyed this video and the wisdom of Miyamoto Musashi, don't forget to like and subscribe. Your path to becoming the strongest version of yourself begins now. The power of consistency. One of the most powerful lessons that Musashi teaches us is the importance of consistency. He didn't become a legendary warrior and philosopher through occasional bursts of effort. No, his greatness came from the consistency of his daily practice, from the discipline of showing up, even when it wasn't convenient, when he didn't feel like it, and when life threw challenges in his way. Consistency is the key to long-term success in any area of life. Think about it. Whether you're training for a marathon, learning a new language, or trying to master a new skill, the difference between success and failure is often simply the willingness to show up every single day and put in the work. Musashi didn't wait for motivation to strike him. He created motivation through his actions. By making training a daily habit, he built a foundation that allowed him to excel in ways others couldn't even imagine. Transforming pain into power. Musashi spent years living in caves, climbing mountains, and pushing his body to the limit. His training wasn't just physical, it was mental and emotional as well. He understood something crucial that we often miss. Pain is not an enemy. Pain is a tool. It's a reminder that growth is taking place. The more we push through discomfort, the more we expand our boundaries, not just physically, but mentally as well. In modern life, we shy away from pain and discomfort, whether it's in the gym, in our relationships, or in our careers. We avoid the hard conversations. We avoid confronting our fears. We take the easy route, hoping for fast results, without enduring the pain that builds real, lasting strength. Musashi didn't shy away from pain. He ran toward it, used it, and allowed it to sharpen his mind and body. The same applies to you. The next time you feel pain, whether physical or emotional, don't resist it. Instead, ask yourself, what is this pain teaching me? How can I use this to grow stronger, smarter, and more resilient? Transform your pain into power. Each struggle you face is an opportunity to become stronger than before. The strength of a calm mind. Another lesson Musashi offers is the value of mental calmness. In his duels, he wasn't just fighting with his sword, he was fighting with his mind. Musashi had mastered the art of presence and focus. In the middle of intense situations, he remained calm, never rushing or reacting impulsively. In today's fast-paced world, we often let anxiety, stress, and external pressures cloud our judgment. Our minds are filled with distractions, and we struggle to maintain clarity. But here's the truth: a calm mind is a powerful mind. Musashi didn't let his emotions control him. Instead, he focused on the present moment, making decisions with clarity and purpose. His strength came not only from his physical training, but from his ability to control his mind. How can you apply this in your own life? It starts with practicing mindfulness. When you feel overwhelmed, pause. Take a deep breath. Clear your mind. Focus on the task at hand. Whether you're working on a project, having a difficult conversation, or dealing with a stressful situation, focus on being present. The more you train yourself to focus, the more clarity and power you'll have in every decision you make. The role of intuition and adaptability. Musashi was not only a master of physical combat, he was also a strategist, a thinker, and a learner. He understood that in any battle, whether on the battlefield or in life, circumstances change rapidly. To succeed, you need to adapt. This requires intuitive thinking, the ability to read situations and respond appropriately in real time, without overthinking or second-guessing yourself. When you look at successful people, whether in business, sports, or any other field, you'll often find that they possess this remarkable ability to adapt quickly. They don't get stuck on rigid plans or strategies. They flow with the circumstances. Musashi's life teaches us that being adaptable is one of the greatest strengths we can develop. When you encounter obstacles or unexpected changes, instead of panicking or giving up, look for the new opportunities that have arisen. Change is inevitable, but it's also an opportunity for growth. Adapt to the situation and use it to your advantage. Mastering the balance between work and rest. One of Musashi's most profound teachings involves the balance between work and rest. It's easy to think that success comes from working non-stop, from grinding all day and night. But Musashi knew better. He understood the importance of recovery and reflection. Even though he trained tirelessly, he also knew when to rest, to reflect, and to recharge. In our modern world, we often fall into the trap of believing that more work equals more success. But constantly pushing ourselves without proper rest leads to burnout, poor performance, and diminished creativity. Musashi's ability to balance intense work with periods of rest allowed him to stay sharp and focused. He was constantly improving, but also constantly renewing himself. To become the strongest version of yourself, you need to learn when to push hard and when to step back and recharge. Whether it's through rest, meditation, or simply taking a break, don't forget that recovery is a vital part of the process. Without it, you'll burn out before you ever reach your potential. Living with purpose. At the heart of Musashi's philosophy was a sense of purpose. Everything he did, from his training to his writing to his duels, was driven by his commitment to self-mastery. He wasn't just fighting for the sake of fighting. He was fighting to understand himself, to grow, and to live with honor. In today's world, it's easy to get distracted by the noise around us. We're bombarded with demands, distractions, and external pressures. It's easy to lose sight of what truly matters, to forget why we started in the first place. But Musashi's unwavering sense of purpose was what made him great. It kept him focused, driven, and unshaken in the face of adversity. So I ask you, what is your purpose? What drives you? What is the vision that motivates you to keep moving forward, even when things get tough? Take time to reflect on your purpose and let it guide you. When you have a clear sense of purpose, every action becomes meaningful, every challenge becomes an opportunity, and every setback becomes a lesson. Now that you've explored the powerful lessons from Miyamoto Musashi, it's time to take action. Your journey towards becoming the strongest version of yourself begins today. Reflect on the lessons Musashi taught us and choose one area of your life where you can implement them. Whether it's developing discipline, cultivating mindfulness, or embracing physical training, take the first step now. Leave a comment below telling me what you're going to do today to get closer to your strongest self. Share this video with anyone who might benefit from Musashi's wisdom. And remember, your potential is limitless when you combine the power of your mind and body. Take action today and begin the transformation. Thank you for watching, and let's walk this path to mastery together.